In U.S. news, the Trump administration is putting on a full court press to defend its weekend strikes on Iranian nuclear sites. As we reported here on CBS 19, it's not exactly clear on how much damage the Iranian nuclear program actually suffered. Some say the program was only set back a few months. This morning, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth accused the media of being too negative while saying this is about the impact of the strikes. Democratic senators like Richard Blumenthal believe that context of those claims are missing and believes we are still in the preliminary stage of damage assessment.
I'm disappointed that we may be lacking some of the real factual background that's necessary to evaluate how much of the job remains to be done in stopping a nuclear-armed Iran.
You want to call it defeated, you want to call it obliterated, choose your word. This was an historically successful attack.
Israel and Iran have agreed to a ceasefire. The shaky peace has remained in effect today. We also heard for the first time from Iran's supreme leader, whose comments seem to contradict the words from the White House. He said, quote, Iran will never surrender, claiming that the ceasefire deal was actually a slap in the face to America, unquote. As a delicate ceasefire in the Israel-Iran conflict continues to hold, a CBS News crew received permission to enter Iran this week to see how conditions are on the ground. But with airspace closed from nearly 2 weeks of intense fighting, the only way to get in was by road. Here's Imtiaz Tiab.
We started our journey from the Turkish-Iranian border at night, a nearly 600-mile trip to Tehran made longer by checkpoints and bad roads. As day broke, we traveled past vast countryside, arid, rocky, and seemingly endless. Even with the ceasefire in place, there are still chronic fuel shortages. We saw long lines at gas stations as people waited hours to fill their tanks. As we arrived in Tehran, we found it slowly coming back to life. After 12 days of near constant Israeli airstrikes and drone attacks, which killed at least 600, according to the Iranian government. Last week, President Trump urged the entire city, roughly the same population of New York City, to evacuate. Most remained, and with the ceasefire appearing to hold, some have started to venture out.
Do you feel confident that the ceasefire between Israel and Iran will hold?
This is a war, she says. We Iranians have no choice but to endure the situation in any way we can.
This metropolis is home to over 9 million people and is the seat of power of the supreme leader, the Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, who still looms large.
Including at these near-daily rallies by hardline supporters. But Khamenei has continued to remain out of sight, and the Iranians we've spoken to tell us they feel uncertain about what might come next.
Despite being globally isolated and under heavy sanctions, this remains a vibrant and cosmopolitan city. But this morning, most businesses still remain shut, and the sense of nervousness is palpable. Imtiaz Time, CBS News, Tehran.